Hello guys, thanks for watching. Adrian here from AppSeed. During this video I will say a few words about the latest tool that we provide for the community. It's a dynamic API that powered by Flask. Basically this tool empowers the developers to expose an API service using Flask heuristics library over any model defined application. How it works: once you got the sources in a local environment, you need to install the modules and follow up the usual setup. Um, Create a virtual environment, install the modules, and once you have the product up and running, all you need to do in order to expose an API, you need to define your model in the models file here, which is in the root of apps directory. You have here, I will use a super simple definition, and I will comment this the second definition that will be enabled later on. Once you have the definition here in the models file, you need to save the file, of course, and go to the configuration and inform the dynamic API feature that you want to map the book model to the books API slug. Okay, let's make a short demonstration. So now that the product it's downloaded locally, uh, let's create a virtual environment in order to prepare the installation. Okay, the goal of this tool is to um, build production ready APIs with a minimum amount of code. So in our case, it's just the model definition and a small update in the configuration. Okay, once the modules are installed, we need to follow up the usual setup to migrate the database. The project is managed by Flask migration, so I will initiate the migration using the database init command. The second command is to migrate the changes. This means you will generate the SQL, and the last step is to apply changes on the database. Once all the commands are executed, we should be able uh, to execute the application and use the API. Let's go. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is another project which is running. I need to stop it. Okay. So now this project comes with an API. Just to explain how to use the dynamic sorry, the dynamic API using a traditional Jinja template, and also using third party such as Postman. Okay, I will create a new user. Okay. Okay. Once you're in, we can go here to the API view, and this page basically it's a wrapper over the books model. So we can add a new book, let's say Harry Potter. Okay, the item is created here. We can update it, of course. So the API is exposed in the API node, and we enable the configuration the books API. So here it is. We have the books here and the newly created item. Let's create a new one. I don't know, the rings. That was a movie, but whatever. Okay, now the API get request returns two items. How to use the API using Postman? It's super easy. So the API it's secure. It's usable by authenticated users. Of course, you can remove the check by updating the code, but by default the API comes secured. So before you are using the API, you need to authenticate first, and the platform will reply with a token that you should use in all headers to validate the authenticity of the request from a registered user. So here, all books. This is an open request. We have access without any token. We have here the create API call. I will save here the token in the header. Okay, books create. Now I have his cities, so I will put books. We need to have books here. Post is a request, and my new book. Okay. Okay, so the record is saved, and we go back here to the browser and access all items, all books. My new book is here. The same thing will happen if I'm using the update. So the same thing, you need to have the authorization filled in the header, save the token returned by the login, and go back here and update the book. So my ID is 3 here, and I will put a random string. So record updated, and now let's check the book. Okay, so this is basically the feature. All you need to do in order to expose a new API over any model that your application uses is to define it and activate it in the configuration. Let's try to manage another model. Let's say cities. Here in configuration cities, if I access here cities, the backend informs us that the endpoint is not defined. So I will stop the application. I will update the models to have the definition of the city model. Of course, I will enable the city model in the configuration for the dynamic API section. The next step is to migrate the database and generate the new SQL. We can see here that detected the new table is detected, the SQL is generated. All we need to do is to migrate the database, upgrade the database to apply the changes, and we are good to go. Okay, now the application runs. I just create a new model here and enable it in the configuration. Now I go back into the browser and refresh the page that previously was flagged as unknown model. So now the API works. Let's go to the Postman and create a new city. Cities, my new city. Okay, now record it saved. So I was just creating a new city using the new new API interface. So in the same way, you can define the other models with a minimum amount of code. So guys, that's the basic feature of this dynamic service. We have the same functionality for Django. Curious minds can access here the AppSeed platform and go to starters, and here dynamic API service, which is the same thing but for Django. So let us know what you think. The tool, it's free for the premium AppSeed users. It's not an open source tool, it's closed source tool. In case you want to use it or you find it useful, feel free to contact us anytime using here the support. Or in case any of you activate the premium account, the access to this tool is granted on demand. So once you activate your premium account, just chat with the support and you'll get access to the tool. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all a super day. Bye.